One California gubernatorial hopeful has a new plan for ending homelessness in the state. Now, homelessness in California is an incredibly big issue, especially in the cities of San Francisco and Los Angeles. A lot of homeless people. There's a lot of problems. So this governor hopeful wants to do something about it. So what's his plan? Forced mental institutions. Wait. He wants to force people who are homeless into mental institutions. Let me give you the details. According to the Sacramento Bee, California Republican gubernatorial hopeful Travis Allen said he would use state funding to build state-run institutions where homeless people would be forced to live. Allen, who currently represents in Orange County in the state assembly, has said that tackling homelessness is too big of an issue for cities and counties to handle alone and thus needs to be addressed by the state. Well, look, maybe he makes sense on that. Homelessness is a pretty big problem, and we need to do something about it. However, mental institutions, Now, he told the Bee, it's being reported by the Bee that, quote, we need state-run mental institutions where people can actually go, where the indigent can go and get the help that they need, Allen said last month. What we're doing is not working. Yes, it's not working. No, we don't need to shove people into mental institutions. That's crazy. Now, while campaigning, Allen has blamed homelessness partly on Democratic frontrunners Gavin Newsom and Los Angeles Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa. Allen has also said that California has more homeless people than other states because it ended the housing of mentally ill patients in state-run institutions, which was phased out during the 60s and 70s. Allen said he would bring back institutionalization and it provides adequate mental health services, substance abuse treatment, and job training. Quote, if you cannot provide a roof over your head in California and you're a California citizen, a roof will be provided for you, he told the Sacramento Bee editorial board last week. Part of Allen's plan calls for law enforcement to aggressively enforce anti-camping and loitering laws to help get homeless people off the streets. Allen claims his plan would not cost taxpayers more, but experts disagree. So, okay, there is a lot to unpack here. There is a lot wrong here. For one, look at all the assumptions that he makes. Well, obviously, I mean, most people, like homeless people, well, they're all either mental or they've got substance abuse problems, or they're too lazy to get a job, so we're going to do some job training programs. Those are a lot of assumptions. Are there mentally ill people who are homeless? Yeah, of course. That's also a problem. But are there mentally ill people who have substance abuse problems? There is, yes, sure. However, there's also a lot of people who are homeless because they can't afford sky-rising rent. They have jobs that don't keep up with inflation, with the inflation and the housing prices that are way, way too expensive. There's a lot of people that have been gentrified out of their own neighborhoods. There's been a lot of foreign investment in California when it comes to houses. Wealthy foreign investors will come up, will buy up property. They'll put very expensive condos and buildings in that area and price other people out. People who don't have those great jobs but are working, that have the minimum wage jobs. Or maybe some of these people end up bankrupt by, you name it, medical debt, things like that. Credit card debt. The solution here and the overall point is that you shouldn't have forced mental institutions. That is terrible. That is not a solution. The solution is, well, look, there's a lot of good solutions here, and I think it's a complex problem. So there's no magic bullet, there's no silver bullet, but we could start by actually giving people, homes. For one, homeless people, let's get them into homes. Actually, it would cost far less than keeping them out in the street and then building entirely new institutions. There are places, there are homes right now that are empty. There are complexes that are empty. It may be instead of building a mental health institution, maybe we should build some affordable housing complexes and help people actually get into homes. Look, one of the problems here, as I said before, is rent is too high. Home prices are too high, right? Even making $15 an hour, which is the minimum wage, I believe, in California, or at least in Los Angeles, it's still likely that you cannot afford a home. Housing prices are so inflated, the average home costs over $1 million. So, look, and rent can be into the thousands of dollars. It can easily eat up most of your paycheck every month. So, look, if you want to reduce homelessness, make it so that people actually have affordable homes. That would be a really, really big thing that you could do. Now, as far as people who are mentally ill, you should also probably get them into homes. And I think what would be a huge benefit is Medicare for all. Medicare for all, so they can get the type of mental health assistance they actually need, right? They can be treated. But again, you don't force people into mental institutions. Look, what happens when a single mom is down in her luck is found sleeping in her car? Do you shove her into a mental institution? Because I can assure you that there's a lot of people out there, you know, that are down in their luck. There's single parent families. I think they're very, very likely to be homeless. You're going to shove those families into mental institutions? That's crazy. That's crazy. No, people need homes. You give them homes, and you help them get jobs, and you help them get health care. I think those are really good solutions that we can actually do that makes so much more sense than doing what this Republican hopeful Travis Allen thinks that we should do. We got to get the rent down. We got to get housing prices down because, look, to borrow a phrase from a former New York candidate, the rent is too damn high. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.